Hi there, it's Janice Thomson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And today is Sunday, so it's... Do you know what? I don't think I've even given this a title. Do that after, let's not stress. I'll just say Janice is live or something. Do that after, let's not. Okay, hi whoever's here watching. Welcome to Sunday Crafting with Janice. Messy is quite often on a Sunday, it's messy. Hi Karen, how are you? Hi Keisha, good morning Canada. Yeah, so I was chatting and playing the other evening and I had a wee notion to do use my glass mat and do a bit of ink smooshing, I don't know what you call it. So we're okay today. Well, it's hot, but not as hot as it's been. We were probably about 25 today Celsius, so it's not too bad. Anywho, I'm going to make a mess and then hopefully make some cards. So I've got Pool Party Lemon Lime Twist Bubble Bath out. You choose what colours you like. And all I'm going to do, all you need here is a spritzer. And these wee Stampin' Up ones are not expensive and they're actually probably really good because they're about the finest mist that I've come across. So I'm just putting some ink on my glass mat because that's what it's for. It's for making a mess on. Doing arty. Actually, I want another bit of that Pool Party. A Pool Party seems quite juicy. So you think Pool Party is a light colour until you put it against some other colours and you find out it's not. So this is one of these never get the same results twice kind of games. I'm not touching because I'm not really wanting to just thought I'd put a bit of pink in between. I don't want to contaminate any of my ink pads. Yeah, Pool Parties are it's quite a nice colour, but it comes out quite strong. I'll put another bit of it there, just a bit. I don't need all this, it's just because I like to make a mess. So how is everybody? I would say come and sit by my fire, but honestly it's not on today. The fire we have here is the sunshine. Well, it's been a little clouded some of the days. It's sunnier now than it's been all day. It's a very British thing to talk about the weather all the time. I think I want to make that a bit. Right, come on, enough play. So let's just going to make a mess, clean it up, and then stamp. Does that sound like fun to you? If you're here, do come in and say hello, get something to eat from the table, and whatever you fancy to drink from the table too. Pina colada, whatever you fancy. Gin Pims, strawberry daiquiri. What you tell me what you would like, and you can have it. I've got loads of water on here. This is a watery game. I know I seem to quite like messy fun on a Sunday, because Sunday can be a fun day. Well, I was going to tip that around, but you know what, I'm not. I am taking a sheet of white, basic white card, nothing fancy, and I'm just dipping it around and picking up the colours. And then I'm just going to set it to the side and get another piece. And this time I'm just going to set it down pick up what it gets. This isn't all that messy if you've got something protective like this. So yeah, it's quite gentle. I'll put that aside. In fact, no, I'll keep this one here. Yeah, because the other one's strong. What we'll do is spritz everything and then we'll pick up the ink that's left on that one. And then we'll dry them with our heat tool because we can. Just get the rest of that ink up. Yeah, I'm not wanting anything too strong. I like subtles. I'm going to stamp on it and then colour in my stamping, so I think that's possibly enough. And we can always do some ink blending. And we'll just go with that. Right, we'll dry this off. So if you've come in, just do say hello. I know a lot of people will be watching the Wimbledon final, but frankly, I couldn't. They're two really excellent players. But to get to the final of Wimbledon, you'd have to be, or practically any tennis final. So I'm going to, what we'll do is we'll use this one today, and I'll leave the other one just to dry naturally. Is that okay with you? So I dry this. Normally I wouldn't stamp right away. I would be just letting it dry naturally overnight, but I can't make you sit here overnight, can I? Waiting. You could sit and chat all night. Yeah, it does. Right, I think it's dry enough to stamp on. So we'll bring in just put other things. Oh, things are falling on the floor. What have we got? No idea. I heard something fall on the floor, but there's nothing to see. So this is just another. It's just another simple way to get some colour on your paper, to be honest. Right, so we've got that there, so you won't have glare now. So yeah, that feels quite dry to me, so I'm just going to go with it. So I kind of want to stamp with Charming Day. I've also got out Perfect Pears because, well, I'm still playing with Perfect Pears. Yeah, I'm not finished with you yet, pal. And I've also got elements of text here, so we'll just take it stage by stage, shall we? I'm going to take the biggest stamp here. So I want this one, and I want that gorgeous, gorgeous little flower. I love it. For that bigger stamp, I'm using block E, and then I'll put this one on there. And I did think that I think this little duo of pears might be interesting to have in here. So let's bring it in. Bring it on. Might not, I'll just have it there. And I'm going to stamp with Secret C, because it's not as harsh as black. I'm not even thinking of a pattern to stamp in. Can we do random? Is random a possibility, do you think? Need to have something running off the page though there. I'm not doing random, I've obviously got lines going on. See? If you can do random. What did my dad used to say? You're a better man than me. Yeah, that's enough of the big one. You know, we're just stamping and the rest doesn't matter. Oh. Experienced stamper, yeah. It's halos, not good. I think that's been cut a wee bit. Let's be a bit more careful, Janice. You get away with it. Where is everyone tonight? I just think they're still sitting out in their gardens in the UK or be watching tennis. Now, just to see if this can come in here at all. You're in your garden, yeah. I did debate, to be honest, will I go live, will I not go live? And I thought, well, I've got all these things that I want to do. Goodness me, I've done shopping again, hung washing out, brought washing in, folded it, put what I can away, listed some things on eBay, done some crochet today. It's been quite busy, really. We've got fruit and flowers. Good mixture, isn't it? Okay, now the flowers here I'm going to colour in with my blends, I think. I'm going to put another of these flowers in here, I think. Sometimes I amaze myself. Sometimes I don't. Right, okay, pears and flowers. So I think for the pears, I'm just going to take advantage of the fact that we've got this filler stamp, which I haven't used for those little pears, because when I used them last week I forgot that it had that filler stamp. So I'm just thinking, will I add another colour in? Yeah, I will. Let's why not? Because these look good in strawberry slush, don't they? I actually wonder if I can get away with a bit of rock and roll. I think they work okay with what I'm doing. Right, so what I did was I dipped it. Hi Lyndon, you come. I just tapped it. Get something nice to drink and keep yourself cool. Linda, are you watching the tennis? Here's my clock. Here it is. Look, I've got strawberry thumb. So I dipped it gently in the strawberry and then I just kind of rocked the edges a bit in my granny apple, in the just in the corner. No, it didn't take too much. That's better. I just hadn't pressed hard enough. Happy Sunday, Linda. Get something to eat from the table. And then you can't, if I stamp that off quite a few times, then I could do the opposite way around and dip it in the green. You could get your finger daubers out, and but that's too much like hard work for me. I'd have to go looking. They're in the drawer down there, but they're quite old. I'm okay with this sort of random finish. Hi Lisa. How are they doing, Linda? They're both amazing players anyway, aren't they? Let's try and I need to speed up a wee bit. Oops. Right. And then we can have just green pears from the dirty stamp pad. You all badge up and let Lisa in, did you? I know you did. Did you get something nice to drink, Lisa, and eat from the table? Any more pears? Any more pears? Where are you? These ones, are these the last ones? go. Did I cut one? Oh, there's some here, look. So I showed you fancy pears and then I just showed you. Right, lots to clean up after. Right, and then I'm going to use my blend, so I don't know how quickly. What I'll do is I'll colour in maybe half of it and then make that into cards if I'm running a nice latte there. Idea of any iced coffee. I love my coffee, but it has to be hot and black. I'm not really into this iced coffee. It just, the very idea of it makes me, I think because I take my coffee black. Right, I'm just cleaning inks before I have an accident. Right, so I'm not going to be doing like any kind of master class here for blends. I am just gently going over that with my light bubble bath here. And what's happening is the colour looks different because of what's underneath. Which is really good. I'm not using the pens like as intended to blend. I'm just using them to add colour. So you'll see them show up differently, whatever colour they've landed on. The bits that are white, then you're going to get more true bubble bath colour. I'm not going over it and over it because I want to leave the colour translucent so that the colour underneath shows through. When that dries, you'll see what I mean. And this one is going to mostly be your pink because it doesn't have a lot of, which is good because then you'll see you're going to get all different shades now. Forgot about the little one at the side of them. It was just a fun stamping, a full sheet of stamping and just having a bit of fun with it. We'll do a few more of the big, in fact, you know, probably will get it all done if I'm just doing it this kind of quick. So see how I'm going over. This one's more interesting because it fell on the green, the pool party, and it's just bubble, the lightest of the bubble bath I'm going over with on the two roses. And these flowers are from Charming Day, and the pears are from Perfectly Pears. Right, many more flowers up. Oh no, I never did that one. And then that one's fallen on pink, so it wouldn't have been as noticeable that I hadn't coloured it. I'm tempted to leave that one because that is really well coloured. You won't get the results, the same results each time. You always get different results, which makes it interesting. We'll leave that one. Remind me that I'm leaving that one. And this one, look, it's got multicoloured rose. They sell them rainbow roses, don't they? This is just supersonic fast colouring. Non-artistic, because you don't need to, because the stamps are doing the work here for me. Right, so we'll leave that one nice and pale. Is that all the roses? All the roses, apart from these two, because I think they're cool as they are. Right, and then I've got balmy blue. So we're keeping it quite, yeah, I've got daffodil yellow for the middle of these flowers. That one's already yellow. Any more? Any more for any more? Right, so we'll start off with light balmy blue because I think it will be fine to do it on a coloured one. I don't know if I want to add too much here where there's colour underneath. Just suggesting the colour there. And that, yeah, I'm gonna colour it in. It's given different backgrounds, it's really interesting. The more ink you've got on your paper, the different results you'll get. Let's see where we're going. And obviously in this corner these are all white, so we're just see it's not solid, it's kind of scribbly. But do you know what, I'll say it's arty. Just a chance for a bit of self-expression. Obviously, if you are, you know, into colouring as in taking your time and doing all your blending, go for it. I'm going for arty. That's my style. I hope I don't get thrown out for saying that. So the colour underneath is adding texture as well. You've gone very quiet. Have you all fallen asleep? It says there's 10 people here watching. Has everyone not said hello yet? I don't think I've said 10 hellos. Who's got one eye on me and one eye on the tennis? Not quite sure what you're saying there, Karen. Have you got gin pins there? Hi, Karen. You're blending your leaves, okay. You blend your leaves. Thought you were out in the sun. Oh, got you back in yet. It's still quite warm, isn't it? You'll be warmer than us, right? That's all my blue flowers done, isn't it? Then it's leaves. There's rather a lot of them, aren't there? I've got granny apple green, I've got white at the moment. The thing is, if I don't like the scribbly finish when I'm making a card, I can still go in at each card and improve it. Hi Karen, my goodness, 3 Karens in the house. Let's see you in a wee while, Mr. Vo. Good to see you though. Because Tilly Crafts is a Karen as well. Karen. And we've got Karen Matthews here. One of my sisters is a Karen as well. If I wasn't wanting to get some cards made in the next wee while, I would take my time and maybe do a bit of blending on the leaves. I'm going to sleep. Are you okay? Are you all okay without me if I fall asleep doing this? I know you have, Karen. You've been a long time devoted fan girl. You're a beautiful crafter yourself, though. See that missed a bit, see, on that flower. I can't remember how long I've been here on YouTube. I must have a look. I've been here long enough, I should have about 6 million followers. Some people do that, don't they? They're like, I don't know, I'm obviously showing the wrong things. If I just come and talk about myself, you get more followers. These people that do a vlog and they show their face and they talk about this, that and the next thing. Do share my channel to any of your crafty friends and help me to grow a bit more. I'm so grateful to people who do follow. your quality. You're right, it's good to have people who come because they're genuinely interested and not just because they're nosy. And I love reading all your comments, and I do try my best, you know, to answer any questions. It's just a lovely community. Yeah, I think that the thing is, for these people with the big channels, with the big followings, they get a lot of hate comments and they have to put up with a lot of trolls. Hopefully those type don't really watch craft channels. Because my answer, if you don't like what you see, move on, find someone that's more your cup of tea. I'm kind of concentrating on doing this half because I think I might just stop in a minute and start chopping it up. Honestly, a 5-year-old could colour better than this, but the blends are so forgiving. Well, I'll say that until I sit back and look at it. Well, do you know, some of these leaves look like a bit like variegated, don't they? I'm not sure about the pears in here, but they're here now. There's a bit of me thinks I could have missed them out. Certainly leaving gaps on that one to let this lovely pool party show through. I forget to talk when I'm colouring. There is so. Did you know that there is something that will shut me up? And that's colouring. So if I come visiting you and you've had enough of me talking, just give me some colouring and that will shut me up. Right. Yeah, they're a wee addition, aren't they? So I'm not gonna quite chop it in half. I'm thinking chop to 13. Let's take this out just now. Whoops. Whoopie doopie doopie. See how we go for time. We might I'm gonna take this to 13 and then I'm gonna do something a bit odd, I think. Of course, I've got no card bases cut or anything, so keep that just now. Now, as we know, that's 21, so I'm actually going to cut, I think it's 7 here. I'm going to have a smaller panel on the card. That one is the 3 7s, maybe not. It's too big to be a square. Actually, it's not. We'll trim it down a wee bit. We might make a nice big square card with that, and one with a thin panel with this. What do you think? Maybe ribbon or something going across there to, although there's other things that can help there. Oops. Oh no, I need that because I need to cut. Right, I need card. Has anyone got any card cut? Okay, so granny apple. Think white, that's what I'm after. Two white cards and then we'll go. These will be different sizes but much the same idea. Oh, that's pretty too. Let's keep that. Right, I want two normal card bases here. Do that, or shall I do? Do you know what I'm going to do? Cut that. Yeah, I think that the strawberry slush might be a good idea, but yeah, just give me a moment. That doesn't look right. Yeah, that should be right. Oh, my eyes are going squint, that's right. Where's the little one? Oh, help me. There it is. Right, that one's going to have a granny apple layer, which is, yeah, that's 13 by 7, Janice. You know that already. Please tell me that I cut that at 13.4. Yeah, I should have paid them myself, shouldn't I? And I think I'll cut strawberry slush for the other one. And then I'm going to add extra things. Because we've got to Janice these up, haven't we? Right, that was 13, wasn't it? So 13.4. Who loves this strawberry slush? It's just right for this time of year, isn't it? How well does it go with granny apple? Right, I need to make a square card. Pardon. I know there's people do all this and they're all ready before we start, but I don't even know what I'm going to do when I come on, so there's no way I could prep it. Usually try to be finished on a Sunday by 7 because my JazzleDazzleCrafts are usually coming on, but I don't think they're coming on tonight, so just checking that I've cut everything the correct size. No, because, well, I couldn't make a mistake, could I? Right. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a bit of script. And the Seaside Spray. Are y'all okay? I asked that a lot, don't I? Are you okay? It's because you go quiet and then I worry you've all run away. Kind of giving a wee good morning, and oh, thank you for my coffee. Do you know what? That is very timely because something terrible has happened here. My coffee machine has gone on the blink. So I'm going to be phoning customer care tomorrow and see if they'll take it for a repair. It is a crisis for me. Right, now I'm going to take that off and on. And then a bit of splatter with the granny apple, I think. I don't know how well you'll see this, but I can see it. Right, stop, Janice, stop. That's my issue. I don't always know when to stop. And then what happens is I make a pretty piece of stamp and then I ruin it by trying to Janicify it. I'm not giving you a commentary on what I'm doing, it's kind of self-explanatory, I think. The next issue is glue, probably. Come on. Play the game. I do, if I've done this kind of background with, you know, wet background, it is best to put your stamping on a layer of card. Even, do you know, even if it's a layer of card that's the same size, because I'm giving this a bit of a wee border here, but it helps it to go nice and flat, and then it does look, you know, more like a bit more professional. Dries nice and flat. I'm just doing this to make sure the glue is properly spread. I think that's enough of that. And then I'll maybe just put this on a very, very bright background. It's quite simple. And then I'll get a sentiment and stamp it on the white card. It's quite nice to have that area of white, of the white card. It just, you know, it's quite a busy wee scene that I've created there. So just to have somewhere to rest your eyes. Right, and then so that I lost this stamp last week. I think I told you about it if you watched. I was so relieved when I found it. Happy birthday! It's something, I can't actually see it, but it's about how many times people comment. So some people have wee, so you know, we can have a wee prize for who interacts the most, who's got the most to say. So you can compete. I think you get the competition between 1, 2 and 3, but I can't see it, so I can't, it just doesn't show up on my iPad. So if there's someone with a 1 against their name, it means they've been talking a lot. And Janice has just put a blot, an ink splodge on her card, but I'm pretending not to notice it. Yeah, it is quite new on lives, I think it is. Right, well, obviously because of having the pears, there's definitely... Right, have you got, are you number 1, Karen? That's good. That's cool. Now I think I might be able to deal with this by coming in with some dottage, but I think I'll try this gentler dottage that comes with the pears. It's a tiny little wee dottage stamp. I'll try that. What do you think of my... I'm wondering about a bit of strawberry here. Just changing it up. I think I'm going to put a bit of strawberry here. Just changing it up. 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 I'm not sure I like it, but yeah, I think we'll just do a little bit of splatter. And I'm actually going to go for Secret C. You either like these devices or you don't. Because that's what they are, artistic devices, I think. They'll just come in and talk a lot, just say hello, 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 hello. Rhubarb, rhubarb, rhubarb. We don't mind. I feel that I need to do a bit more here. There is the danger that Janice ruins it, but I'm actually not sure I am going to ruin it. That's okay. I talk a lot too. That's okay. It completely changes the picture, but I think it just gives it a bit of va-va-voom. And then I'm not adding any ink. You go and enjoy your shopping, Karen. Speak later. Take care. Look after yourself. Right, I'm just gently going over the rest of this with the ink that's left. So we're just adding into that coloured background that we've got. I just love having you all here with me. It's so different to do, although I'm still doing what I usually do, and I'm sitting in my craft room on my own, but it just feels so much nicer to have the company. And quite often you guys give me great suggestions when I'm not sure what I'm doing. Today I've not been asking, I've just been going for it. I had thought I might trim that down, but do you know what, let's just use the whole of it. Making a fine old mess. That's a fine old mess you've got there, Janice. Getting hungry now though. I cooked a nice piece of pork loin, and I've got some broccoli and some sweetheart cabbage in the steamer. Quite looking forward to that. Karen of Telecraft sent me a photograph a little while ago of some plum jam that she's made this afternoon, and I'm starting to picture some hot toast with plum jam. I was like, oh, I can't have it anyway because I can't have sugar, but the idea in my head is like, yeah, right. I don't know what ribbon, I need something for here, just to distract. Karen, it, well, just boil it up again if it doesn't say. However, do you know what would be lovely? Poured over some nice ice cream, if it's runny. I used to make a lot of strawberry jam and plum jam, And that's what I used to do if it didn't do what we wanted it to do, as in set properly. Well, why am I doing that? I want to put a bit of ribbon on, don't I, to distract from that. Right, okay. So, I actually think this will work. This one. The iridescent striped one. Somebody can tell you where it's from. So anyone that's watching who isn't a demonstrator or who doesn't have a demonstrator, I'd be delighted to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you can buy anything that you see me using on my online shop, and that's at JazzleDazzle.stampinup.net. But where's my thingy thing? Blueberry banana pancake bake. That sounds rather nice. I don't know why I've got so much ribbon, but I have, so we'll take that out of the way. Look at the hands. This ribbon's in last chance. Oh gosh, that was, do you know that's why I used it, Lisa? So that I could tell you that. I forgot. But yeah, if you want some of this, jump on like Lisa's letting you know. £5.60 reduced from £8 for a reel of it. I might have 2 or 3 ends of rolls lying around on my desk here. Right. Thank you for that, Lisa. Okay, here we go. I will make a bow as well, but okay, Cindy. Hi, Lisa. Another Lisa. We've got Karens and Lisas are the popular names today. Good morning, Australia. What did you say? Good morning, Australia. G'day. Don't worry, folks. Lisa is a friend and she wouldn't worry about me being stupid and botching up my Australian. I think we could make a bow or we could make a knot. Let's make a knot. And then we need a sentimental. G'day. G'day, Australia. Rubbish. Absolutely can't do it. Even though I visited several times. Problem is, when I do visit Australia to my son, he's in Western Australia, south of Perth, most of the people I meet are Scottish. So I need a sentiment, I think. I don't know what I've got. What have I got that's cut out already? Anything? No. Yeah. I want a shape. What are any shapes in here? No, don't be silly. Nothing useful. No, I'm just looking to see if there's anything useful about it, or do I have to cut one out? I just want, so I need to not have that? What will I do? Will I cut a circle? Will we go with a spotlight on nature die? Done with the little ones. This is the best set ever, isn't it? Because we've got little sentiment in. See, we've got friend and hello, so that would do. So I want a white and a strawberry slash. Please, could you just cut them out for me? I'll do it and then I'll think, no, they don't work. They're just going to work today, that's it. Actually, you carefully cut your scrap of card. Do two at once this way. This wee machine is just brilliant. I tend to use this grey plate though because it saves me having to faff, I think. My sticking. My fingernails are not, well, I keep being told they're jewels, not tools. Oh yeah, that just adds a little bit of something, doesn't it? Right, just hope that I can. Somebody could poke these out while I'm stamping the sentiment, couldn't they? We're nearly there. I will have 2 cards. I've still got more than half a sheet to play with. I'm not sure what I'll do, but I will make cards up and I won't come on live again with that, but we'll find something new to do. So I'm going to be certainly doing some cards with, I'm going to use the DSP of the pears now as my next plan because it's pretty dramatic. Right, stamp sentimento. Hello is always a good one, isn't it? Because it just means then you can send a little note to someone. It's such a pretty wee font there. Did you see that? Did you see what happened? Luckily I also saw what happened. I didn't lose it. That could have been nasty. Hello. Will we do strawberry slush just because we can? Isn't it wonderful having all these colours that you can work with? Stampin' Up give us such amazing colours. Hello. And then I'm just going to take my wee brush that had some ink, some pink ink. I'm just playing, but that's okay because that's good. Playing is good. Right, so I'm going to stick that to here. See, I missed one. I didn't think I missed it. I think it just sneaked back in again. And then a sentiment. A wee sentiment hen. And then a dimensionals or two to keep that. Because it's going over the ribbon, I'm putting maybe more than I normally would. Go me, I put those back straight in the bin. Now, no one will know that I made a wee boo-boo there. Right. Let's make a space. And hopefully if I know where it... Oh yeah, I can see the other card. I was going to say, and then we'll have a look at the cards. And I'll show you the one that I made the other night when I was chatting with Miss Tilly Crafts there. I was talking to her on Zoom. I did this technique. And I'll show you what I did. So that's the two cards that we've made today. And that's the one I made the other night when I was chatting with Karen. Now you'll notice that this script is far too much, but I had put a thumbprint or something on there, so that made me have to do more. But that was where the idea came from doing that. But as you see, these are different again, so each card you make, you can make it different to the one before. And I actually really like the ink blending coming in on that. I'm happy with that. So yet again, thank you. Just hang on and I'll pull these down. So what's your fave? The little one or the big one? Hello. Happy birthday. Thanks everyone, really, really appreciate you coming in and chatting. You really are great company. Do you like the happy birthday one or the hello one? That would make it easier for me to know, because you're talking to someone who doesn't know left from her right, Lisa. Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm going to get some food. Happy birthday for you, Lisa. That's cool. The Lisa's like the happy birthday one. Thank you for coming in, and you can hang out together if you want. That's not an issue. That's okay with me. Just drink all the drink and eat all the food from the table. I'm going to go and have my roast pork and my veggies. Bye. See you soon. Here's the door. How do I get out? Thank you, Linda. Bye bye. Night night. Whatever.